Hi guys, Dr. Anita here. Today's topic will be a very sensitive topic, and before we begin, I also want to tell you that listen, I don't come back to anyone, ask you to subscribe, ask you to follow me, ask you to do anything. I'm fine as the way it is, but I look forward to giving you the genuine and my original content that would interest the world, might inspire the world to an extent, and if so, if it has changed someone's life, added a bit of value to anyone, I'll be very, very happy with it. So, by saying with this, I will continue. Today's topic, as you might have already seen, I'm going to talk about suicide. So, it's a very sensitive and a serious topic, as I told you. So, I think, more into this, I think there's no one who will tell you as that I might have experienced it, or I might have known about it a little bit more in depth. So I only speak about my experiences. I actually don't speak about someone else or reading the internet or trying to come with something. And this is my own content, as I told you. So in my life, as you notice that I supported my family to a large extent, and we were a very, very honored and a fantastic family in Germany, the Indian origin who were living there. And apart from this, we had everything. We didn't have any sort of deficiencies anywhere. So suddenly the gender dysphoria started to conquer me, and gender dysphoria started to disturb me a lot, putting me to hospitals every now and then. And this actually created a lot of problem in my health. It started to damage my liver, it started to damage even my intestinal valves, and I had to go for a psychiatric consultancy, endocrinology, and then thereby going for the hormone replacement therapy. This is the short intro about this. And after I went through such kind of things, my family told me very clearly that, look, you simply can't be accepted here because there's no transgender allowed in this house, and you just have to leave. And also the people at my work had some issues with when I went and told them. A lot of issues, only downfalls. And as I was like very committed, and I'll tell you my life story. I will bring it in various episodes because it can't be told in this video, of course. I have a bigger plan to come to you with much more number of information that perhaps could change someone's life. I would be grateful to it because, see, it's not the story that you need to grab. It's not a story to be told as a drama and made it as a movie and showcase it. Please don't use such activities. You may be creative, you may be wanting some content, copy paste and do some sort of fictitious and write some movies, and please don't do this. It's not good. What I want to say is, take this in a very serious way. The message has to be understood very seriously. And my spouse, she went to even the neighbors, and I had a serious financial difficulty for over 3 to 4 years. I couldn't earn properly, and even the corona time periods and so on. So it was a very disturbed state of situation. And the topic which was supposed to be in the bedroom, it went out of my bedroom, and it went to neighbors, it went to the family members, it went everywhere possible. And to someone whom you love, suddenly such information floating to unwanted people and those who are not your close relatives and family members or whatever that you even wish to open up. So this actually disturbed me a lot, trust me. So it's literally disturbed me a lot. So once it so happened, my neighbors started to intrude my bedroom and trying to dictate their own terms with me, and I was like, who are you? and I simply had to walk out of this house of my neighbor, and my wife was sitting there and she was trying to tell me something, and she told me to calm down, and I was like absolutely irritated. And everybody were so harsh on me, not accepting things, and they wanted me to get lost. And my wife even told me that I'm a useless character and useless life and so on. She tore my clothes, and she even abused me physically, so many things. So these things, why am I trying to tell you? These are my own personal things, but still, I would like to tell you because, these kind of traumas do happen, including the outside people making comments, and chasing me upside down. So these things happen. So, I don't know. It was my subconscious mind at the time. So I just started to walk straight away, and I just walked for about 3 to 4 kilometers. And there's a train station in Germany. You cannot access the tracks openly like we do in India. So I went to the railway station. I was waiting for a fast train that day probably. So I was really red and waiting for it and trying to get onto a track. And when I was walking, I was seriously planning the execution properly, that I could close down this life, because when the people whom I trusted did not stay with me, they really put me down. So I don't know whether they know this information or not, but I was waiting at the railway station. I was the only person, I guess, in the afternoon that day. So it was a bad weather too. So it was snowing the last year, 2020, the month of March, and I was very disturbed that day. And suddenly, an unknown guy came. So he started to speak to me in the language Urdu. It's basically Pakistani. So he started to converse with me. So I do know a little bit of that language. I can converse on this. And he started to discuss with me, tried to engage me on so many new topics. And he said, please come down and let's have a tea. And I don't know, how my face was looking at that day, and how I was like, really were able to present that day. So I was not sure how people saw me, and it was a big time trauma anyway. So I said, this is the end of the day, and it's the end of my life, and I'm going to be no more. And I had not carried anything that day. So and this guy dragged me out of it. Somehow he started to converse. He engaged with me, and he said, why don't we have some cup of tea, and why don't you come down? And there's an Afghanistani who runs a restaurant just outside the railway station. It's called as Neufahn by Freising. That's the railway station, Neufahn by Freising, next to the airport, the S1 railway station. And there's an Afghani pizzeria and a doner kebab location. So he just dragged me there, and he said, let's have a tea. And I don't know who this guy is. I never saw him. I never saw him after this incident. He took me there, and then he left me, and after that he vanished. I don't know where he went. So that was a big time communication to me, saying that, look, this is something what I need to relook at my life. I need to re-establish. And I actually thereafter isolated myself after this kind of an issue. I went ahead and locked in my room, and I was really planning a big time tasks. I did give a shout out to a long term objective, a glorified version of it. And I decided that whoever says whatsoever, my thin is going to be very thick, and I'm not going to budge for this dirty society, because I'm not made for it. And my learnings, my professional degree, my engineering doctorate, or whatever I achieved, I wanted to achieve something. I did that, and I had that kind of possibility right? I mean, I did list down certain activities, and I was able to do everything in my life that any common man cannot even imagine to do that. And I was like excellent in everything. So just because of this, and why should I close down? And people just tell me to get lost, and okay, they don't like me to be a part of their life. It's fine. I respect that. I have a big respect on everybody, but I cannot conclude my life just like that. I'm not meant to be that. Then I immediately decided that let's plan it out, and then I made an agreement with my spouse that I'm going to leave this place, and I will leave her, set her free, and she has her independent lifestyle, and I move out to India. So I came down to India. Absolutely nobody here to welcome me. I had a lot of trauma, and then no money, nothing. Again, the same sort of stories, and then I was like put on the street, and nobody knows me here. Who am I? What am I? Nobody knows. All my experiences, my capabilities. Yeah. So nobody knows me. So suddenly I said, okay, let me see what I can do right now, and how do I establish. I was looking at it, rotating, roaming. My parents are abusing me every now and then, and they're confused. They don't let me stay alone. They don't trust me anywhere because they feel that I may steal something or rob something. So amidst of all these and the torture that I get across the outside world, I've decided that look, I'm not meant for these small, let's say the marathons that I conclude saying that here's my life and I'm going to push it away. No, I'm here for a longer journey, and I'm here for some other new task, and I'm going to be proving this. I hope I will be able to run. I don't have any further challenges. I hope so. And this is where I actually put myself in, trying to relook at certain things, reprioritize, go through all sorts of hassles, still continue my life. And I'm anticipating to be having a better turnout. At least I'm able to contribute some development and bring some people to get some patents in place, and so much of ideologies which I have. I would love to bring that on. It's not like, okay, today is the end day, and then that's not the situation, because that's not we are here for. That's not the level that I would like to conclude my life in a very shameful manner, that people speak about me saying that, listen, this is this guy, Dr. Anita Prasad was a useless character. She couldn't know how to manage, etc. Because I meet with a lot of people. They are going through the big time trauma. They're going through a lot of issues. Despite that, I always say, have a long-term, good, wonderful objectives in your life. Enjoy your life, and see where your higher conscious mind is asking you to go. You have a different objective. That's the reason why you are born. Whether you achieve that big or not, you are there somewhere, right? So here is a small piece of information which I'm leaving with you guys, and hope my life story gives you some sort of encouragement for you not to end life, because I've been reading a lot of articles and posts, rest in peace and so on. So ending life is not the objective. Tackling this dirty world, hitting this world with some sort of a stick that they would change for you, or you stand ahead of their curve and you show them that you are much far beyond. You're not this small piece of shit that you think that somebody makes a comment on Instagram or Facebook or some other place that you're going to commit your suicide. I also get everyday messages, I love you, I love you, I don't know what not shit every day, right? So I just I don't care. I'm here for something. I will continue, and this is my objective. So I hope my serious message is conveyed to you. And hopefully I don't want to hear more RIPs or anything. Let it be anything. Even you could be a student, you could be someone else, you could be deprived of some other initiative. But this is not the end of the life, guys. You have a long way to go. Unless there is some epidemic or pandemic or something else calling you, or you meet with an accident, that's a different story. But you closing it down, you don't have the authority, right? Please consider my words and let's stay in touch. Any issues, consult your doctors, psychiatrist, whatever, whosoever you feel. And I see in internet there are many people coming forward trying to say I will help you, etc. Use those channels, or at least use your friends, whoever you trust. And don't say that this is the only shit world by connecting to some people and they bully you or whatever. No, I think that's only a momentary situation. You need to know how you can circumvent it. Consult with others, speak to others before you take a great decision to take out your life, which is very wrong. So I wish you all the very best and success. And I'm not your advisor. Of course, you can post any sort of comments here on Facebook and the social media, anywhere I'm posting this video. Go ahead and then you can discuss it out. But I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not somebody to consult you, but I'm sharing my life experience with you, that it can give you inspiration and motivation how you can plan to take your things ahead. So I'll see you with a new content. As I told you, my life story epic is awaited. Please wait for it. Until then, see ya. Bye.